What's up with y'all brothers out there, man, and sisters, man, who out there driving these trucks all in for you, trucking, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm here, man, to share a thought, man. I like to encourage, you know what I'm saying, the truck drivers, males and females, man, that it's not us, man, is running this industry into the ground or got this industry like it is, man. It's greedy people. It's only a few greedy people that's doing this here to us, man. And so I be watching certain things that people be trying to analyze and try to figure out the market gonna get back right, is the race gonna go right, and because it's all based on the race, because the race deals with the pay, the race deals with the money. You know what I'm saying? You know if everybody gonna get a fair check, fair pay for their work. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who is involved in this logistic industry, especially the drivers and the carriers that run these trucking companies, everybody's looking for a fair rate, you know what I'm saying, to be able to run their companies, to be able to pay their drivers, to be able to maintain their equipment, you know what I'm saying, to move these products around the United States, you know what I'm saying. But when you have people, greedy people that's involved in these industries and in the market, man, that drive the race down because they trying to maximize the most capital for themselves. And so they're not worried about sharing the wealth. They're not worried about looking at the board and saying, okay, this industry is $1 trillion, $1 billion industry, you know what I'm saying? And so it's money for everybody if we do things right. We still be able to make money. They don't look at it like that. They go at it as, man, we want to try to maximize and make as much profit as we can. Let's make as much money as we can. And so the next person who come behind, who trying to come up, they take on that same mentality. They don't take on the mentality of being fair. They don't take on the mentality of saying we all can make money. Of course, there's going to be some going to make a little bit more than others, but everybody can make money where it's fair. Everybody can make their own share, you know what I'm saying? And we don't have to devalue nobody, you know what I'm saying, in this industry. And we all can go home and be happy, you know what I'm saying? And so, but that ain't the mindset of some of our people. So, some of the people in this industry. So the few that's driving the industry into the ground, they not playing fair. And then you got the brokers, you know what I'm saying, they done came up off of weakness of the drivers, off the weakness of the carriers. You know what I'm saying? I say the weakness of the drivers because we don't want to be united. We don't want, you know what I'm saying, and the weakness of the carriers because the carriers don't want to be united with the drivers. You know what I'm saying? You have now some of these carriers who some of these trucking companies come from, who have a history. They come from a driver deciding to own his own company. Went from driving to being an owner operator to building on his one truck until he made it into a company where he got multiple trucks and he kept expanding. And so it became a mega carrier. You got some that don't become a mega carrier, but they become a carrier where they have 100, 200 trucks. And so now you owning the business, you know what I'm saying? You running the business, but you never forget where you come from. So you know what I'm saying, the strives and struggles it took for you to get there because you was the driver first, you know what I'm saying? You started with one truck. So you know what the work you put in, you know what I'm saying, what it take to be a driver, what it take, you know what I'm saying, to now, you know what I'm saying, establish yourself as a business. And so having that, understanding that, it should make you turn into a person where you come from now, other people come along and they working, they driving, and everybody ain't gonna be on it. Everybody ain't gonna be able to build a carrier. So you got people out here just working and take care of themselves, take care of their family. So why would a person who come from that all of a sudden turn on the driver? You come from being a driver. You come from, you know what I'm saying, own your own truck. Turn on the owner operator, turn on a company driver and start paying them less than what they value, what they worth. And, you know what I'm saying? And you got some carriers now became greedy because they don't want to stand up to the brokers. They let the brokers come in and get the upper hand and drive the race down. And you have these crazy people who are carriers trying to figure out how the market gonna come back. We just got to hold in, knowing there's greedy people that drive the market down. They're driving the race down because of their greed. So the market ain't gonna come back. You're gonna continue to be just like it is, because if the shippers know they can get a better price, you know what I'm saying, you know, a lower price, of course they're gonna go for it. That eliminates a high expense. And as the broker know he can, you know what I'm saying, get the true rate from that shipper, and also tell the shipper he's gonna get a lower price, but at the same time he get a good rate from the shipper, but he ain't gonna show the carrier, he ain't gonna show the driver. You know what I'm saying? Because he's trying to take his chop and take the chop of the driver and the carrier. Boom, you know what I'm saying? You left with the rest. You don't argue, you don't challenge it, you don't dispute it. You go with it. This what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? This what it's gonna be. And so that's where we at right now. We at where carriers instead of standing up, where drivers were instead of standing up and coming together and being united to push back, to really be the ones to save this industry, you know what I'm saying, that a lot of people now are leaving, you know what I'm saying, you know, instead of us standing up, you know what I'm saying, we are folding, and now the carriers, some of these carriers can come just like the brokers, greedy. And so they playing the drivers, you know what I'm saying? They ain't paying the drivers no more, or if they holding they pay, they tell them one thing, or we come over here, we're gonna pay you this, or we're gonna pay you like this, and when you get over here, they playing games, you know what I'm saying? They ain't paying you on time. You know what I'm saying? They suspecting you, know what I'm saying, that the drive without being paid, or you know what I'm saying, you're supposed to get paid every week. Next thing you turn to 2-3 weeks. So this the type of industry here now where carriers are being deceptive. You know what I'm saying? Carriers, you know what I'm saying, are stealing. Carriers ain't paying their drivers. You look at that situation with the yellow, how the drivers, you know what I'm saying, a lot of the drivers ain't get paid. They had back paid what the company wasn't paying. That wasn't just that one carrier. Other carriers doing the same thing to drivers. And this the industry that's been created because people don't want to stand up. People don't want to stand up to the bullies. You know what I'm saying? The bullies always bully, and they keep bullying as long as they don't got nobody to stand up and oppose them and confront them. They're going to keep on bullying. They're going to keep on doing what they doing, you know what I'm saying? And so the industry's going to keep on being like this here. They're going to keep on driving people out. And I don't care how, you know, I look at other people who try to motivate drivers to stay focused. Yeah, good, but let's be real. Let's be honest, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you're not going to stand up to the bullies, you're not going to stand up to the greedy people in this industry, man, stop talking about you for a truck driver. Stop talking about how much you love this industry, but you don't want to stand up. And those people who might not be still making it good, or might be with good companies and might not be experiencing this stuff, but they know for a fact this stuff is going on. Just because you're not experiencing this stuff don't mean you're supposed to be inactive. You don't supposed to stand up with your fellow truck driver, because eventually it's going to affect you. So those who take that mindset, well, it ain't happened to me. I got a good company, you know what I'm saying? You don't say nothing. Eventually it's going to happen to you, because it affects the whole industry. You know what I'm saying? It affects the whole industry in the sense that even if your company got contract, eventually them people who got the contract gonna realize, man, why are we doing a contract when, man, we can get less rates, man, more and cut down our expenses. Let's just deal with this, get this contract out the way and do this here too. So eventually you're gonna be affected. So you think you sitting right now good if you a driver or you a carrier because you got a contract, you sitting good right now, and so you ain't gonna say nothing and let the industry go down and keep going like it is going. And so we're gonna continue to be stuck in this condition of how the industry is right now, the trucking industry, and how people are leaving the trucking industry. People ask questions if it's worth it being in the trucking industry. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's worth it. I encourage people to still come in the industry. I encourage people still who have entrepreneur mindsets to get in the industry. You know what I'm saying? You know, just be smart, be strategic, man. Understand, you know what I'm saying? Everything ain't like it used to be. Be strategic, even in some of the companies you sign on to, and be strategic when you decide to be owner operator. You know what I'm saying? How you move, because you still gonna make money in the industry. But at the same time, man, right now we dealing with a wider, bigger picture of how society is. You know what I'm saying? Society the same way, and this industry is not disconnected from society. Just like it's not this industry market is not connected from a bigger market. You know what I'm saying? But it's greedy people that's driving this industry and driving this market like it is, and got the race like it is, and it's making other people come to nasty people, man, and greedy people as well. That's all I want to say, man. Y'all keep on trucking, man, and being safe out there. Peace.